I'm standing beside a legend, and you only get this opportunity once in a lifetime. I am so happy that Skipper Dean is here. Let's make some noise for him. Came all the way from Montreal to grace us, and I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome.
Good to be with you.
Pardon me?
A pleasure to be with you again.
Yes, yeah, we were in Montreal not too long ago, just a few weeks ago at the Montreal Arts Center, so it's fantastic to have you back here. So I asked Skipper if he would do me the honor of singing a duet, and there's a particular song that I love. Closer I Get to You, Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. Anybody know that song? Yeah, okay. So we're going to sing that song for you. And this is our first time doing it together. We actually didn't rehearse, so whatever happens, que sera. So it happened here, live. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
I like that harmony.
Me too.
I was going somewhere else. Man.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show here at La Creole, 810 St. Clair Avenue West. And how's everybody doing? Good. Good looking audience. All right. The weather outside is frightful, but the people inside are so delightful. Would you say? Please welcome our special guest, DJ Ron Jon, to the show.
Hey, everybody. Good evening. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, and I like how the fro is growing out.
Yeah.
Every time I see you, it's a few more inches.
I decided not to cut it. I guess I'm just letting it go for something. I don't know what yet, but we'll see what happens.
It's a growth in progress.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a lot going on in the news, so let me ask you a question. What time is it? Hot Topics! That's right, it's time for Hot Topics. And DJ Ron Jon, tell me, what's your take on Anna Sharapova? She was suspended for 2 years for her little doping incident.
Maria Sharapova, interestingly enough, the ban on the substance, I forgot what substance it was, but the ban to the substance she was using prior to this year, right? So she got caught using it this year when it got instituted. So she'd been using it years before. It was illegal. It was legal before it became banned.
It became banned.
It became banned as of this year. So she got caught with it or using it. And I think the suspension that came down was to set an example. Because I think what it is I think they're banning her based on she should have known better more than, okay, we realize that you've been using it and you're trying to get off. It's like, no, we have to set a precedent. She's a prominent tennis player. She's won Grand Slams. So I think they did it to set an example. I mean, people could debate whether it was a legitimate ban, or in terms of the length of it, but yeah, I think she should get banned. The question is, what's the proper length, right? But I think in the end, I think they did it out of to setting an example for anything else.
Well, she got $1 million sponsors.
She got her endorsements and stuff like that. She's wrong. So from that perspective, she'll be fine financially. The whole question is now her play, right? And I mean, by the time she comes back, she'll be 31. And I'm using this if Serena's still playing, she'll probably still be good by then.
She'll be better.
She'll be better. And she'll be tough to beat. So, I mean, as of right now, I mean, it hurts her more to take time off playing, right? So what kind of person should be when she comes back, or if she ever comes back?
Right.
But she has the money anyway, so I mean, that end's taken care of. Okay. What she wants to do as a player, that's different altogether.
Yeah, she has a lot of different avenues, too, she can tap into. Yeah. Well, whose birthday was it the other day?
Oh, Prince's birthday.
Prince's birthday. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple days.
Still miss him. It's there's a little hole in my heart still.
It's funny because before coming here today, I actually had the chance to go through some videos, of different interviews about him. Some were authorized, some were unauthorized. It's good to get many different perspectives about, how he became the person he was. So going back to when he was in Minneapolis and all the people that he met growing up, the two people who grew up with him and then also became successful in their own right as artists too. So it was quite interesting. But I mean, the loss, of course, is enormous. He has the music that's going to live on forever, but, it's still sort of weird to...
And the music that hasn't been published yet. He's got a vault full, just like, Michael Jackson, of music that still hasn't been unleashed yet. And, they released the autopsy results, so it seems as if there was an overdose.
Well, it's
a painkiller. What was it called? The painkiller starts with an F. Fentanyl?
I'm not sure what it was called, but I mean, the one thing that was prominent that I know of is, he did have a hip problem.
He did. He was in constant pain.
Yeah.
Because when he jumped off those risers and did the splits, that must have hurt at some point.
I know, and I mean, if you're wearing high heels all the time, and I know as women who wear high heels, he's the only guy that can get away with wearing high heels. Right. Let's say that, right?
And eyeliner.
Yeah, and but he performed in the walking around in those. If you're spending a lot of time on those heels, and I know many women, and I've seen them, literally having to take their high heels off
Deteriorates
and
your bones,
walking, flat. My mom actually, in her later years of work, actually took off her high heels and put on running shoes. But it takes a toll.
It does, definitely.
Yeah.
And then the elections in the U.S.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. It's I don't know. It's quite interesting. I mean, the two candidates that are the candidates presidency. It's a spin-up mix-up because some people like Trump, some people don't like Clinton. Some people feel that Bernie Sanders is still in it, and it's all these sorts of things that I mean, technically Clinton did win. They say she should win, but it's still the superdelegates to come. So it's up in the air, and it's
still a lot more to unfold.
A lot more to unfold.
How many people here are following U.S. politics, the elections? Make some noise. I see most people here are.
Yeah. I mean, what happens there is sort of going to affect us as well, because we are the neighbors, and you have some or a good amount of economic ties with them.
There might be a mass exodus of Americans coming down if Trump is in.
Oh yeah, I know. A lot of
he's
people.
In the office.
A lot of people have been
We're going to have to
working on
teach
their
them the Canadian anthem.
passports. Yep.
Well, there's a lot going on. But I just want to thank you again for being the resident DJ and holding us down on the ones and twos and sharing the hot topics with us. DJ Ron Jon, everybody. We'll be right back. Beside me is a brilliant young man. He is the author of Change is Coming. Please welcome Patrick Nelson James to the show. Wow, some fans out there. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. The weather's quite cold, but it's okay.
I know, it's June.
Yeah,
What's
it
going
feels like
on?
January.
I know. Well, welcome to Canada, right?
Yeah.
We should tell all those Americans that are coming up.
Bring on Canada
Bring some
back.
blankets. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your background to becoming an author. By the way, how old are you?
21.
21. Wow. Yeah, 21. Got a baby face. So when did you launch your book?
I launched it in May, I think it was May 15, 2015.
Okay, so it's just a year. So how did you get to that place of becoming an author?
First, it just started off with me writing down how I feel, seeing all the things that are going on around me in the community.
What community?
In Finch community.
Okay.
That's where I was born and raised. So I saw the things that were going on in that community, and I just felt like I could be the change in that community. And that's where the title came, Change is Coming.
Okay. All right, amen to that. Yeah. So let me read the back of the book just to kind of describe what people would be reading. This book is for the folks who are broken, looking for guidance, want to feel and know that someone is there for them. People don't always understand other situations, and it ends up leading to great frustration. And I'm trying to make a change, and I hope everyone who reads this book feels blessed afterwards. It's beautiful. Yeah. Everyone's looking for hope in a hopeless situation. So what was happening? What did you see in your midst in the neighborhood you were growing up in?
Well, I saw a lot of folks doing drug dealing. A lot of people just lost. A lot of people lost their jobs, and some people they're just very lost, and didn't know how to deal with the frustration. So I saw a lot of fights, witnessed a lot of fights, and things like that someone would not want to see.
Okay. Well, here the thing is, you're a young person. You've seen a lot of people who are lost. Yeah. How come you have all this direction? Where does it come from?
I'd say it comes from God. I pray. I pray every night. I pray every day, and I pray for guidance and protection every day when I leave the house. And even before I came up here, I prayed.
Okay, that's fantastic. And what do you want to leave with people when they read this book? What is it that you want them to learn? What lessons are there for them?
Well, I want them to know that, because many people feel like if no one is there for them, right? And I want them to know that someone is there for them, even if, their family members aren't there for them. There's someone of a higher power who's there for them. Mm-hmm. And I want them to know that that they're loved, that they're cared for, and that they can accomplish anything that they really want to in life.
You've got this great energy. I'm meeting you for the first time, but even before meeting you face to face, every email correspondence we had, it was always like, I'm so excited to meet you. You are so blessed, and like exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And I see that radiance from you, and don't lose it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need more people like you. We need, beacons of light just to keep people on a positive tip. Because it's so easy to go the other side. Yeah. So what do the people in your life think? Who are the people around you who are supporting you right now?
I'd say obviously my older brother and his wife.
What's his name? What's her name?
Willie.
Let's embarrass them.
Willie and Kelly.
Willie and Kelly. Yeah. Come on down. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Lovely couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also my grandma, she was always there for me. She couldn't make it here today, but she's in my heart.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. She must be so proud of you.
Yes.
Right. So what's next?
What's next? I actually have another book coming out. Yes. It's going to be called Positivity Rules, and it's going to be a quote book.
A quote book?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be a quote book, just with a whole bunch of positive quotes. It's going to be a little bit over 100 quotes inside that book.
Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Now, can you look into the camera lens there, someone who's watching you right now, perhaps someone in your age group or younger, and they're looking for some words of encouragement? What would you tell them?
Hold on to your dreams and chase them. Chase them. Put on your best running shoes and chase your dreams.
Do you say balls?
Yes.
Fantastic. So where can people get the book, and what does it retail for?
People can find the book on Amazon.com. Also, it's in a couple stores in the GTA right now. One store is Book City, and another storybook shop. And obviously for website, you can find it on Amazon.com.
Okay, great.
And the book is $20.
$20.
Yeah.
Very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you have any books here tonight?
No, not tonight.
Okay.
No.
All right. Want to get a copy of that as soon as we can.
Yes.
So I just want to thank you again for what you're doing in the community, and I'm sure that people are coming to you now. The same people that you grew up with are looking to you for leadership.
Yes.
So that takes a lot of strength and character. So keep up what you're doing.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job. So please give it up for Patrick Nelson, please.
Also, I just want to thank Dealer's Choice. They sponsored me a couple times, and I just want to thank God for this specific guy named John Keane. Very nice guy, wonderful guy. He has a shop in the North York community, so make sure to check him out.
Fabulous. All right, you heard it. We'll be right back. Thanks so much. Amazing. Show taped here at La Creole 810 St. Clair Avenue West, and I have a fantabulous woman, fantastic and fabulous. She is a real estate mogul, and she's also the author of The Key to Success. Please welcome Kirin Singh to the show. Thank you, my friend. Wow, thank you so much for being here. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know.
We go way back. Way back to the day.
Like, are you going to tell them how far back we
I
go?
have to, because I've already piqued their interest.
Yeah.
So I must tell them. In 1999, I was given the call to teach at Sheridan College. My very first course was called Child Development. combination of biology and child psychology. And in the back, there was a student that I would hear all through the class.
Boisterous student.
Boisterous student, Kirin Singh.
Getting in trouble all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now look at us.
And now look at you. You're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, all those lessons taught me how to be a fantastic mom, I think.
Yes.
Child psychology.
It helped.
Yeah.
It helped with my own
It did.
children.
Yeah.
How many children do you have?
I have 2 beautiful children. Yeah,
Nice.
10 and 8.
Boy and girl.
Boy and girl. They're
Right?
beautiful. Yep. Love it.
They're giving you a little time to come and do a little mommy thing.
They are. It was so funny. I was just saying to someone that I haven't been wearing makeup in like 4 weeks. And I walked out of the house and my daughter said, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful." And I was like, "What are you trying to say?"
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Out of mouth of babes. Now, my kids keep it real for me, too. I stay humble and hungry because they're like, "Mom, where are you going like that? Don't embarrass us." Yeah. So
Gotta
it's
love
okay.
them.
You gotta love them. Yes. So you went from ECE
Yes.
to real estate. How did that happen?
My parents. I'm Indian. They tell me what to do. It is what it is.
Upset.
No, I started in real estate when I was 15. I worked as a hostess with Green Park Homes. And then they encouraged me to get my real estate license. So I've been a realtor for 19 years. Can you believe that?
So when students were taking the bus to school, she was rolling up in a BMW.
I was, yeah. It was pretty cool. My parents, when I finally did my ECE and I taught kindergarten, they were like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "Because I love your children." They're like, "No. But buy an investment property because that's the future." Yeah, for sure.
So 19 years later, huh?
19 years later, owned my own brokerage. I just decided to close that down this year to spend more time with my kids, stress-free. But still in the industry and actively hustling the investment portfolios and trying to get people to realize that you need to create generational wealth in order to live in the society, right?
So let's talk about that.
Sure.
What are some of the key things we need to know about creating wealth for our families and their families to come?
Well, I think education is one for sure. I mean, we've been brainwashed for centuries to invest in GICs and mutual funds and such, but really the banks are making astronomical money. But a lot of people don't know really how to tap into real estate or what to do, and I think that's my passion. My passion is to kind of set the next generation up as we're in a society where we're making more money than we've ever made and we're in more debt than we've ever been. So I've been taught at a very young age how to buy real estate, and it's got me through my hardships of my divorce and being a single mom, and if it wasn't for the properties that I had, it would not be pretty right now.
How many properties do you have?
Quite a bit.
And she's single. Thank you.
That's probably why I'm single.
I'm saying, put it out there. So, the real estate business is doing well. Have there been any challenges as a woman in the real estate business?
Not if you learn how to play golf. If you play golf, then challenges kind of go out the window. But I mean, I think just being a woman in general, you always have to, step outside the box a little bit more than a man, I guess. It's, still that age. But I just keep doing my thing. And you know what? If people listen, they make money and build that generational wealth, then people are happy. And more people are coming into it. I mean, when I started, I think there was like 20,000 realtors in Ontario, and now there's like 50,000 realtors. So, I mean, everybody thinks that real estate is an easy game and you can make a lot of money, and you can, but you need to know exactly what you're doing and how to guide people into doing the right thing. Yeah.
Do you offer workshops for women in guiding them in that type of education?
No, I'm a one-to-one, maybe a couple girls or whatnot, but I really spend a lot of time with talking, because I know that if I sit down with someone one time, that's it, they're my client for life. So I stick to that. I'm not really into the big show of, do you want to make $1 million and then buy a course? Yeah. It's just, if you want to do it, I'll hold your hand and I'll walk you through the process, and it makes it very simple.
Okay. So you provide the reality checks.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. And there's no quick scheme in this. You have to take some time and it's a gradual process.
Education, exactly. Figuring it out, how to play with your money, how to play with the equity in your home, how to play with RSPs that are just sitting there making maybe 5-6%. So there's different ways that people don't really realize because the banks won't tell you this stuff. That's why you got to go key. Key to success.
The key to success. So let's talk about that. When did you publish this book, The Key to Success?
This book came out 2 years ago, I think, or when I was on your show last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a woman's
inspiration guide to having it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us some of the keys then. What should we know?
I think just staying focused, staying motivated and driven, and whatever hardships come into our way, that you just make sure that we can wake up that next morning and get out of bed and keep pushing, right? And I think for women, we have so many other things that we have to do. We have to look a certain way, we have to act a certain way, we have to make money, we have to raise our children, we have to be this prominent figure in society. It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. So being a single mom, I really try my best to say if I can do it, anybody else can do it, because it's hard.
Yeah, you're balancing it all very well.
I'm trying my best, yeah. That's going to be the next book, Key to Balance.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to do another book for sure.
Okay. So what's next for you?
What's next for me?
Any travel plans?
Yeah, taking the kids to India in October.
Wow.
Yeah,
First time?
Yeah, we're doing a 16-day tour, so that's pretty exciting. Mexico in July, so yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah.
You work very hard.
Thank you.
You deserve that. And you've got an African connection. Can we talk about that?
I do. I'm Indian, but Dad was born in South Africa. Mom was born in Kenya, and I hear you're going to see South Africa.
That's right. The Nikki Clarke Show is going to South Africa March 2017, and you're all invited.
That is so awesome. I think our next guest is going to speak to that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, South Africa is such a gorgeous country.
You've been there how many times?
5 times.
5 times.
Yeah, 5 times. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I tell people I'm African Canadian, they're like, oh, I don't think so.
That's okay. Well, people thought we were sisters, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. It's always a pleasure having you here. You're such a delight.
You.
And I'm very, very proud of you. And just keep doing what you're doing. So how can people find you?
Kirin at thekeytosuccess.com or at the keytosuccess.com website.
Awesome. Kirin Singh, everybody.
Thank you.
And before we go, Kirin has gifted us all with a Key to Success book to take home today. So please thank her for that. We'll be back. The Nikki Clarke Show, and sitting beside me is the founder of Integrity Tours. Please welcome Ramie Veerappan to the show. Yeah. How are you tonight?
I'm feeling great, thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful, and you look so lovely. I like what you always look amazing. You're always polished.
Thank you, Nikki, and thank you for having me on this show.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. So I have to say, from the bottom of my heart, the opportunity to visit South Africa has been one that I've been chasing for so many years. And then we actually met a few years ago.
Oh, right.
And now it's coming into fruition, and it's just so amazing, and I'm so excited. So tell me a little bit about your background leading up to organizing Integrity Tours.
Okay, I was born in South Africa, as you know. I was born and I grew up in the apartheid system, which was a horrible system. And of course, when I came to Canada, I was a nurse by profession. And when I retired from nursing, I decided to do something different and thought I'd take some nurses to South Africa, which I did. And then it just grew, and before I knew what was happening, I was taking groups to South Africa. Mm-hmm. And I just love taking people to the country that I thought I would never go back to again.
Because it was that painful?
It was that painful. Went back a couple of times because I had a lot of family there. And when I went back to South Africa, I thought I'll never come back to this country again. And then around about 2006, when I went back, I fell in love with the country. I thought, I can't believe this beautiful country is the country that I was born in. And I'm of East Indian descent. And I felt that this country was our country. I was a South African. And I was just like so impressed with everything in South Africa. And that's when I decided to start the tour in 2009. We started up the company.
Okay, so you're getting people to fall in love with South Africa.
Exactly, yeah.
So what is a typical tour like?
A typical tour is about 14 days, but we have different we have group tours, and we also have people who go on their own, like a family of 4 or maybe a couple. But the group tours are designed and customized to what I think people would love to see. In South Africa, it's the only country in the world where you can get everything. And when I say everything, I mean you can get the safari, you see all the animals.
Right.
You can go to we have the history when we've got an icon like Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
Then we've got the culture, which is very unique and very diverse, because there's every nationality in South Africa, believe it or not. And then, of course, you've got the winelands, and the scenic beauty is just phenomenal. There's one area they call God's Window. That's how beautiful it is, So that's what I would like to showcase, and I'm very passionate about it.
I can see that. I can feel the passion. So we are going March 2017.
Right.
And looking for a fabulous group of people. How many people are coming? You coming with us? I think so. We're going to have some amazing people coming along.
There's a lot of excitement now, I think.
I think so. Now, who have you brought with you on your tours? Maybe some people we would have known.
Okay, people like in 2010, Jean Augustine,
Okay.
Sandra
The
Whiteley.
Honorable Jean Augustine.
Yeah. Bernice Carnegie.
Okay.
The other trip after that, we had Joan Pierre, who's done tours with us. We've had numerous people who are part of Caravana. We've had people from the TDSB, the Toronto District School Board. We've had people from all over. So, and we literally targeted the West Indian community mainly because we felt that this was something people want to go to South Africa. People want to go to Africa. But it's on their bucket list and they don't know how to go about doing it. So what we're doing is we're making it easy for people and say, come with us and we'll show you where to go to, And you do get the naysayers would say, oh, don't go to South Africa, it's dangerous, And then I say, I go to Jamaica and I go to Kingston, so there you are. You don't go to put yourself out there.
Now, you'll find trouble if you're looking for it, right?
Yeah. So I'm very excited, Nikki, and thank you for wanting to come with us. I know it's been on your bucket list because since we talked way back 6-7 years ago, we talked about it when I was on that channel with you.
Yeah.
And I remember and I think to myself, this is something that can be done in 2017. And for anybody else who would like to come, please just give us a call. We'd love to talk to you, and I would make sure that this trip, when you come back, is a trip of a lifetime.
Absolutely. And where can people find you, Ramie?
They can find me on our website, which is www.integritytours.ca. Our email address is info@integritytours.ca. And of course, the phone number is 416-768-5375.
Okay. Any shout outs before we go?
Thank you to my daughter and my son-in-law for being so supportive.
They really are. Everywhere Ramie goes, they're there with them. Awesome team. Thank you so much, Ramie.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're
Thank
amazing.
you for having me.
My pleasure. Ramie Veerappan, everyone. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show, taped live at La Creole, 810 St. Clair Avenue West. And sitting beside me is faith leader and founder of House of Divas. Please welcome Winnie Smith to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, pleasure. I love what you're wearing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and I'm going to ask the audience a trick question. Do you like this necklace?
Yes.
Okay. Compliments of House of Divas. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about House of Divas. So it's you've got accessories and you've got bridal gowns.
Bridal gowns and fragrances. Yeah.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this now?
Since 2013. With the fashion jewelry, just started in 2015.
Okay, so it's brand new. Almost.
Yeah, fashion jewelry is brand new.
Okay, beautiful. And how's that going?
Pretty good. I, consider it, for the ladies and at events and, hoping that to have a website.
Okay.
But actually, I joined it with my other website. You can find me info at houseofdiva.com.
Okay. All right. So women love jewelry. So I'm sure wherever women are, they're going to be buying from you, definitely. And you're a faith leader. So let's talk about that.
Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm from Jamaica originally. I was born in Jamaica and in a place called Jonestown, and grew up in Trenchtown with Bob Marley. This is why I wanted to sing Bob Marley. And I grew up with him very close. He was a good friend of my brother. My sister actually had a kid for him, which she named him Robert Marley. Yes,
does he sing too?
He's an artist, and I tell you, he can't sing. He's the only one who doesn't sing, but he goes on tours. But he's a real good artist, and yes,
and the Marley gene is very strong.
Yes,
they all look like him.
Yes, he's one of the many sons of Bob. Many sons, yes. But I remember I could say a little bit about Bob. It's 5 sisters of us, and he had this in his mind that he wanted to have all sisters. I was the third. You have my sister Lucy Rose, you have Marianne, you have me, and you have Mary, you have Lucille. So yeah. So he wants all of us. And I remember one day I said,
all of you?
He wants all 5 because he wanted to make history before he even got bigger in singing. And I said, I'm sorry.
He wanted to date all of you
at the same time? Control, yes. And at that point in time, I said, no, it ain't gonna work with me. It ain't gonna work with me. I don't like to share.
Okay. So set him straight.
Yes.
Yeah, but he had his fair share of ladies, so.
Yes, in the end.
In the end. Yeah.
So I don't know about that, but that's a long story. Okay.
So what brought you to faith?
Okay, so I grew up, seeing my parents go through a lot of trials, and my dad used to drink, actually, because he couldn't take care of the 9 children. And he had a conflict at one time with some men in the neighborhood because of a sick relative that had tuberculosis that, he used to cough when it's time for dinner time. So my dad would be upset, telling why he comes out and be doing that when we're eating. So the men came with machete and they wanted to kill my dad. And we were standing in the yard with my mom. She's the woman, of faith. She's the one that really, I watched her growing up and she came down and she just came in the middle and she said to the men, you can't kill him. You see how many children I have for him. And the men put
the machete down?
The men put the machetes down and they leave. My mom always get in the middle. Men came election time. They came to rape the girls, which we were there. I was younger, and I'm the 6th one out of the 9 children. And my mom, went for some kind of weapon to give my dad, because my door, there was men knocking the door to kick the door off to come in to rape us and stuff. And yeah, they were pretending they were in the politics. And my mom was really strong, and she was, she seems very quiet. She's very humble, but don't mess with her family. Yes. And she gives my dad strength, because she said, look, you have to have something. You can't fight these men, And that happened. They shot through the door. My dad got shot. We had a Z bar behind the door like this, so it holds the pressure of the bullet. But my dad still went in with the marina. Yes. So, but it didn't pass. So my dad was also strong too. He pulled it out. I'll tell you what happened. The same weapon my mom gave to my dad, one of the guy the one that fired the shot, he got chopped. Wow. Upside his head. So you saw the blood and everything down the stairs. So my dad did just take it like that, because he has his 9 children plus his 5 girls, and he wouldn't want to take any risk with us. So gave strength. So I saw strength being built up from my early childhood, and
that's where you got your faith.
Yes, I got the faith, but the thing is the action, because faith without works is dead. I realized as a child I didn't have fear. I didn't have fear of anything. Crazy man, we were talking about him, and I remember he picked up a big rock to throw at us. I was the youngest girl walking on the street that time, and I said, don't laugh, because he's coming. And I remember he picked up the rock, and I knew I had to do something out of all of the girls. Nobody Nobody. So I had to jump quickly. I hear in my head, no, pick up another stone. So I picked up a rock and I said, if you think you're madder than me, you throw it. You know, he was going to hit somebody with it. I was the one in front of him.
You confronted him? And
I confronted him and he put it down. So I realized, and there's many things, even with being scared of dogs and when I pit bull, all these things come into contact with. And the minute I get strong, I said, go lie down, go. And I point. You know,
so
it's done.
With authority.
With authority, it's done.
You deal with everything.
Yes, and I've been led, you know, to help people, you know, in my older age. Actually, I do CPR on 3 different people. My sister, my granddaughter, my first grandchild, and another lady fell downstairs and 14 flights of stairs, knocked the air out their body. Everybody else froze. Like, I said, call the ambulance, call the ambulance. And then by the sight of them, I know I had to do something.
Okay.
So I was always the one to jump. Okay. So I give CPR. I remember that morning, I didn't wash my face yet. That was pretty early, and I saw my sister eyes rolling out. She's looking at me like, you know.
And you saved her.
And I saved her. I grabbed the pillow, I put it under her head, and I give her CPR. Same thing with my granddaughter. I was saying, oh my God. But I turned her upside down. When I said, oh my God, I get it in my spirit. I wasn't
something urged you to do something.
Yes, I didn't even, I know what I was a child of God. I wasn't saved. I wasn't saved, but I was sealed with the Spirit from an early age. And I turned my granddaughter upside down. The minute I said, oh my God, and I heard to do that in my mind, and I turned her upside down, and the air snapped back in her, because she actually went in shock, because when she fell, knocked her chest on the stairs, she went in shock, and she was all stiff. Her limbs were like, and her eyes were white.
That's very scary.
And it was in front of me, and my daughter took her from me. She said, give me here. She couldn't do anything, and I'm looking at her, and I said, give me her back, because I could hear in my head, turn her upside down. So I turned her upside down, and she was fine. She came back to life, so yeah. And I find out that in these days, now I'm saved, by, you know, and I've been called to ministry. And I can tell you something that, you know, I don't want to offend anybody with your own faith, but Jesus is real. From 9 years old, he showed me. Amen. He showed me the fig tree when I was 9 years old, digging up in the yard. Now you don't have it, but at that time when I was born, it was there. And we cut it, me and another girlfriend of mine, cut it at, first we did it was at 12 o'clock, and it was bloody water. And very curious girls cut it again after 12 that same day. Good Friday, was it? Good Friday. And at noon. And then you go afternoon, you still do it. It was stainy water. The next year, I go back again, did it again, and it was bloody water. So I remember, you know, it was another sister of mine, in many years after that, we were talking about it, and my other younger sister said, no, where did you see that? I said, yes, I seen it with my own 2 eyes. So my second to last sister now, she said, yes, it happened to me. So she also...
she's got the gift.
Yes, because my dad was a prophet. So I've got the gift of faith. I have many gifts. Okay. I have a gift of perseverance.
And you got a gift of being an author.
Yes.
And
I should have written a book long time ago, but there's a lot of obstacles that I've been through. And I remember when I was going into these things, the enemy goes after my mom, my daughter. I lost my oldest girl, and then my mom. You know, God rest her soul in peace. She's an angel, and you know. But now is the time. I started writing and putting everything, you know, out there.
And I'm really happy to have you as a co-author with
Nikki's
Transforming Lives,
One Story at a Time, and also I have a couple of anthology books coming out. Baggage to Blessing, that's in August 31st, it's coming out.
Fantastic.
And Confession of a Single Mother. Those are some powerful ones beautiful. With Nikki's book. And looking forward this year. You know, this is the year, right? That the Lord is true. This is my year, and God is lifting me up.
So tell us, how can people find you, Winnie?
Thank you. So you could find me on Facebook, winnie.smith.33, or you could find me info at houseofdiva.com, right? Or you can find me Winnie Smith 2003 at yahoo.ca, and my cards are over there. Thank you.
Awesome. Winnie, very proud of you. You've overcome so much. Thank you for being so strong.
Thank you.
Winnie Smith, everybody. We'll be back. Welcome back. We've got another great guest. She is the founder of Walking the Spirit Tours, Black Paris and beyond. Please welcome Julia Browne to the show.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming by. I like the scarf.
Thank you. I got it in a flea market in Paris.
Ah, oui, oui.
It's, you know,
Oui, la, la.
Paris is one of those places where you go to the cheapest stalls on the street and you find the best things.
I love that.
Never mind the fancy department stores. Just look on the street, you find the best stuff.
I get a rush when I nab a great sale. It's like, call people, you know, I got 70% off, oh my gosh.
And they say, why aren't you bringing me back?
So tell me a little bit about starting out Walking the Spirit. That's a great title, by the way.
It came to me in my sleep or something. I woke up and that was the name of it. I was living in Paris. I moved there in 1990, and I was, raising my family, doing a bit of this and that. And then I was at the Sorbonne, and my professor was the expert in the subject on African American history in Paris. I didn't know all that much, but listening to him, taking his courses, I followed a book that he had written called A Street Guide to African Americans in Paris, and I found out that the writer Langston Hughes, the 1920s Harlem Renaissance writer, used to live in my neighborhood, like right in my neighborhood. So I just walked over there, and by then I'd been there like a couple years, and I figured out how things work. So I knew that the concierge went for lunch. The concierges go for lunch at a certain time. So I went at that time, snuck into the building, went upstairs to the 6th floor where I know he used to write jazz poetry, and you just stand in front of the door. And that moment, you realize the door opens and it's you in this time period and them in that time period, and you just walk between the time periods, and you walk around the streets, no matter what city you're in, there's so much history, and there's so much you don't know, and there's so much that could make difference to your experience, and you're feeling comfortable in that place.
Okay, so did you always have this affinity with French culture?
I did, and I don't know where that came from, but I know that when I was 15, I said to my parents at dinner table one day, I don't remember the conversation, I'm going to marry a Frenchman. I was living in Kitchener, and Kitchener is a German town, so there weren't too many French people around, but it did happen.
Okay. So you met your husband in France. You lived in France for how long?
Well, I met him, I did a year abroad program. I was living in Montreal. I've moved around quite a bit. I was living in Montreal and did a year abroad program.
Any Montrealers in the house?
I know.
All right.
So I was doing a year abroad program in the south of France, and met the man who became my husband there.
Okay. All right. So tell us a little bit about the Black experience, Black Paris. You mentioned Langston Hughes. What other?
There are
people.
Oh, you can't even imagine the number of people that have been there. A lot of writers like Richard Wright, James Baldwin, people you don't even know but who have influenced. Have anybody seen the movie A Rage in Harlem with Forrest Whitaker? No. Okay, that book was written in Paris, and when I take people on tours, we stand right in front of the door of the hotel, which was a low-down rooming house at the time, where he wrote that book. So we see where artists live, and I show pictures of the works that they created there. We go where for example, where Josephine Baker lived, where she played.
She was a great dancer.
She was a fantastic dancer. She was a great human being. She was a generous, kind. She had great vision. She wasn't afraid of anything or anybody. She was an amazing person, and she made the French look at Black people in a way that they didn't even know how. I mean, she did the exotic thing, and it got her to the next step. And then with every step, she brought more people with her, and she's a fantastic. And then she's a legend. Yeah, she had she adopted those 12 children, and she showed them that people of all different races and religions could live together.
Now, what's the name of the dance that people still duplicate today? That was her signature dance.
She used to do the Charleston, but she did, I don't even know what it's called.
It's going to come to me.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to be my tour guide.
So let's talk about the tour. Where can people go and what can they expect?
Well, the first tours that I created were they walk through the most popular districts of Paris. So the Latin Quarter, where you see the Notre Dame Cathedral and the Sorbonne University, and then we go to the next district, to the Saint-Germain-des-Prés, which is the cultural district. So we walk through the streets and we talk about who did what, where, what happened here, but what the experience there as well, and what they lived with the French people. And then we go up to the Lower Montmartre district, which is just south of the Moulin Rouge, and we talk about jazz in the 1920s and the 30s. And then we go a little further afield on a bus and we see where a statue of Alexandre Dumas' family. Now, a lot of people don't know that Alexandre Dumas has black ancestry, but he does.
Now we know.
And then we do a lot of Josephine Baker sites where her funeral was held, where she did her first dance. And then we go further afield. We go down to her chateau in the south of France. And now we've taken that into England. We have Black History Tours in England. I created one in Berlin as well. And now we're coming back to Canada.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
When is your next tour?
Well, I just came back. I came back like a week ago, but I have a tour guide that lives there, two of them. And by the way, one of them's name is Shola. I'd never heard that name before, but she too is a singer, and she had her first major concert last night in Paris. So anyway, we have tour guides living there, so we do tours all year round, and I go back and forth and do them as well.
Okay. So let's talk about how you've been transformed by offering this wonderful experience for people.
It kind of snuck up on me, but what the main thing was for me was finding a place in a city that was foreign. Foreign, everybody thinks of Paris as this fancy place, but it's a place where a lot of foreigners have found their footing, but it's a place where I found what my mission was going to be in life, and it was to create these a venue for education of Black history and Black contemporary life. So it's just not just African American, it's also diaspora, so the Caribbean and African as well. So it's where I found what my goal was in life and what I needed to be doing in life, and how I could help other people of all ages and all backgrounds. So that's what it transformed my way. When I walk in the streets, I hear what other people have said, the people that I'm talking about, what they have said, and it comes back to me because some of the stuff, I live exactly the same thing. So it helps you to see the great arc of life as well. And it also helps me to feel like I'm a global citizen. I'm part of the larger, wider world as well.
Absolutely. And where can people find you to get involved?
My website is Walking the Spirit Tours. Well, that's the name of the company, Walking the Spirit Tours. The website is walkthespirit.com.
Fantastic. Julia Browne, thank you so much. Walking the Spirit. Contact her for your tip to Black Paris.
Yes, thank you.
Don't again. À la prochaine. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. Sitting beside me is a recording artist, and he's also the author of a poetry book. Please welcome David Record to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're more than welcome, and we go way back too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And I have to say that I was so thrilled to attend your film premiere not too long ago. Let's talk a little bit about that, and then we'll go back and talk about your background.
Yes, the film premiere. I appreciate you coming up, Nikki.
I had to be there to support. All the way in Brampton.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, Brampton. So I just did a film premiere, a documentary that was based on my music career, my lifestyle in the music industry and touring internationally, and basically, I just wanted to present it to the world and let them see an inside look on what I represent, what I stand for, everything that goes on. And I believe that is everything I believe, yeah.
And where can people see that biopic?
Right now, you can see a clip, right? You can see a clip, about 10-minute clip of the documentary on my website, davidrecordmusic.com, right? But you can't see the whole thing, because right now, I'm preparing for a tour, and it's setting up to be playing in each city that I'm touring in. So yeah, so eventually you're gonna see it on TV, and yeah, I got some plans for it. So right now you can see the little, I guess you
little trailer.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And that can be go to your website and watch it.
Website davidrecordmusic.com.
Okay. Excellent. Yes. So you were born in Toronto.
No, I was born in Ottawa.
In the capital city.
Yeah.
Ottawa.
Well, I'm from Brampton though. That's where I'm from.
The B-town.
Yeah, you know. So that's what I represent, and you know, I got a lot of people out there that support me and actually help me in so much ways in my career. You know, the community, and I'm all about community. I'm all about love, honor, respect. You know, and that's what I want to give back, because that's what the people give me, and I appreciate everything. I appreciate being here, being able to talk to you guys, and yeah, you know.
Okay. Can we talk a little bit about parts of your past that made you the man you are today?
Okay. Music is a light for me, you know, like a tool. I use it because it comes natural to me, and I know that's what I'm good at. I always known that, and I feel like, you know, once I used it and actually focused, it opened up so many more doors in my life, you know. And I feel like people, when they have something that they're passionate about, whatever it is, you know, I feel like you have it for a reason, because that's how I feel about my path, you know. It's for a reason, and I've witnessed that over and over again. There was a time before all that when, you know, I always could do music. Everybody knew I was good at it, but I wasn't really focused on it, you know. And without it, I kind of felt lost. And don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to say that because I don't have music, you can't live no productive life. That's not what I'm saying, you know. I'm just saying, me personally, I didn't feel no fulfillment in my life, you know, and I was steady searching. And, you know, sometimes when you're on that road to finding yourself, you travel down some paths, and I'm not really trying to go into it right now neither, you know. I will say that, you know, I'm here for the youth that are going through that, and I believe I have a lot to give in terms of, you know, insight, direction for the youth that are coming up trying to find themselves and the struggles they're dealing with. But it's humbling to know that where I came from to where I'm at right now, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, let's make some notes for that. So let's talk about Under the Moonlight. We all have a CD. Thank you very much for the gift. When did this come out?
Yes, this is a soundtrack to the documentary I told you about.
Yes.
So basically, it's produced by my producer Just Star Bless, you know, who also was the music supervisor for the film Under Moonlight. The film is called Under Moonlight. So if you Google David Records Under Moonlight premiere, you'll find it. You'll see the recap from the Cineplex where we did the premiere at also. And basically, yeah, this is just the soundtrack. So, but this is also the CD that we use for the tour that I'm going on just now. I'm going on a national tour across Canada.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and basically, it's promotion of the Under Moonlight. Under Moonlight stands for a few different things.
Romance?
Yeah, you know, kind of real romantic. I love love.
I have an idea that you love love, don't you?
That inspires me. That's what drives me, you know, and that's what I look to, you know. When it comes to my poetry book, my poetry is mostly about love, you know, like just I get to break it down, like all the different colors of it and things like that, and the different relationships and whatnot. But the music, I get to, you know, cover more broader topics. And in this Under Moonlight soundtrack is a mixture of my music, but you'll see tones of my poetry in there because I'm very poetic in my delivery also, you know.
So, case in point, can you give us a little something, a little sample?
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, you know, I'm all about understanding, respect, honor, you know, just living righteous and conscious, and, you know, I want to give all that vibe throughout my music, you know. So, I'm going to do a little verse or whatever, just so you understand where I come from, you know. Okay.
He's getting ready.
Deep in the brain, I know we all going through the pain. Before we go to the grave, was it all for the fame? All for the name? I still can hear my mans telling me to be brave. Go hard against the grain, people talking sideways. But they all feel ashamed when they part from their ways. Check my heart rate in case. My mom say I should have started every day with a smile on my face. Been a while since a change came my way, but I'm constantly elevating in my mind state. I promise God if I make it, I give back to communities and underprivileged wannabes. I wouldn't fake it. Look how much I've taken and thrown away like my life was a waste. I'm so hard in the brain, driven like a magazine. But this ain't me. All I need was tunes to get me in key with my destiny. Tell me what's my destiny? Who knows? Yeah. Tell me who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Only God knows. I said only God knows for sure. Yeah. Tell me who knows? What? Someone show me who knows. Yeah. I know only God knows. I know only God knows. Listen. Only time will tell. When you hear them lockdown cells and make you want rebel, don't get lost in hell. No man want fail, but no man can't tell who getting off for bail. You came in for a sale, now you doing the air. And your moms fell down cause your girl couldn't help. People talking about their health when I'm thinking about death. All my friends is in the cemetery. It get very scary, reminiscing when reflecting. I couldn't even imagine back then when I was stressing. How about it's about to happen, might catch me in the caddy or in the back of the paddy wagon cause I'm straight scrapping. They laughing, had to ask my own granny, was life supposed to be tragic? See, she couldn't answer, turn right back and ask me. I never had the plan to get treated so badly, so I know I got a plan to get my mommy and my daddy in the mansion, y'all. Straight mansion house. Yeah, who knows? What? Tell me who knows? I said only God knows for sure. Yeah, tell me who knows? I know only God knows. One more, okay? Listen. Only time will tell. Listen, only God knows for sure. Sorry, lost my train of thought.
That was amazing. Thank you. You go to a place that is so soulful, doesn't he? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Really. Yeah, feel every chord, feel everything. So, what's next for you? You're going on tour. You're promoting the book. You're promoting the CD. Another film coming out?
I got this new single. It's called Closer. You know, I mean.
I Get to You.
This one for the women. You know, you can see the music video. It's on my website also, davidrecordmusic.com. You know, it's a crazy video. You need to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the girls.
I think I saw it.
Yeah?
Yeah, lots of girls.
Ballet dance.
Scantily clad girls.
When they're dancing contemporary style, right?
In scantily clad clothes.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we ain't gonna check that. That's a new single. Oh, we was on number 20 on the Billboard.
Congratulations.
Chart.
No, that's big.
Billboard chart.
Yeah, that's big. And I have to give you props too. I don't know how this happened, but I got a message from you 2 days after I appeared at the film premiere that 50 Cent mentioned me on his website. I was like, wait, is this really happening?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. I got a shout out from 50.
Yeah, big thing, you know, big up.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was just basically, you know, they got hold of what I was doing out here, and they know you're a big name, you popping big on here. they, you know, they had to give that honor.
Yeah, you had something to it, so thank you for doing that. So tell us, where can people find you?
My website, davidrecordmusic.com. Enough love. Always. David Record. Yeah.
All right. And thank you again for giving us all a copy. Make some noise again for Under the Moonlight. Little romance music for you. David Record, thanks again. All right. We'll be back.
I embraced the arts before I embraced anybody. I met my music before I met any man, and I will never put away my music for anybody. It's my life, or my work. No more than I would expect a man to put away anything that he has for me.
Shola, Seraphina, everybody. Absolutely stunning. And you have such a beautiful voice. Thank you so much for gracing us here with your talent. So tell me, when did your gift of song emerge?
I grew up in England. I came to Canada in 2001 when I was 10. And when I was younger, I was always singing, like always singing. My best friend Keisha and I, it was either her or I each year between the awards. And then when I came to Canada, my style kind of evolved. My mom was very strict growing up, so I was kind of cut off to a lot of music. So a lot of my sound I created on my own. You know, I had some influences growing up, like Brandy, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker. And as I got older, my musical influences changed to more of like modern neo soul, so Chrisette Michele, Jasmine Sullivan, even some artists named Now. So it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, we love it. Definitely. And tell me, did you produce that track? Did you write the song?
That's an original song.
Wow. Amazing. What was it called?
It's called
Dreams.
Yeah, and pretty much it's like how can I say it? It's like affirmations to myself. You know, dreams always come through regardless of what your reputation may be. You know, I'm trying to make a name for myself without making a name of myself. So any choices that I made, you can't judge me from the past. It's now moving forward, and that's just what I'm about.
Wow. And she's a prophet as well. Well, thank you for the movement that you're creating, and where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Fiery Winged, FIERYWINGED. My name's Seraphina is my middle name. It actually means Fiery One. So I decided to incorporate that into my name. I'm also on Facebook, Shola Seraphina, SERAPHINA.
Okay, so now that you said that you're from England, can you take us out in a little bit of...
I would absolutely love to.
Right there into
it's been absolutely amazing spending this evening here with all of you. So thank you for this opportunity.
Shola, Seraphina, everybody. We'll be back.
Hi, y'all. Come on. A lot of my friends from Montreal are here. I'm ready anytime. Just let it go. Going back, all my songs do. Hope you like this. Thank you so much. This is another sing-along. You people from Montreal know I started out with this one. I have a little contention here from Montreal. And I'm so glad I haven't seen these people. Well, I see you all the time. But Lynette, I see every now and then. And Junior Blackman, Leon, I should say. Been at least 40 years.
Yeah? Wow.
All right. Oh, you know, you could have started it anyway. You're in charge now. Well, you're in charge now, so I'll talk through it all anyway. You know. So. How y'all doing? Yeah. All right. Are you ready to sing along? Yeah. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. You sound good too. When it's cold outside, got to be the month of May. Yes, so I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl. chanter.
La vie en rose. La vie en rose.
Ce soir, c'est bon.
Ce soir, c'est
Oui.
bon. Et les souliers. Wow.
C'est ma femme qui fait ça. That's my wife who does all my clothes. People say, oh, I like that. I say, my wife dresses me. So it's so much
How long you been married?
40-something years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Félicitations. I'm still trying to find a date.
A date?
Yeah.
You mean you and me on a date or
No, no.
time?
So tell us that you
My wife is used to me acting like this. I only do it live. So, yes.
So you've got some events coming up in Montreal that you want to tell us?
Well, I'm really busy in Montreal.
I know you're busy.
And the best thing that's happened was when we were in Montreal at
That was a
the
blast.
Arts Center,
Yeah.
the U.S. Embassy did the whole opening of
Florida Highwaymen
Florida
exhibit.
Highwaymen,
Yeah, that's amazing.
Black artists who
Yeah.
painted instead of picking cotton and back in the day. No, this is not a joke. This is true. They, you know, you pick cotton, you get maybe $4 for the day, and they didn't want to do that out in the sun for 12 hours, and you get $4.
Yeah.
So they painted on the, you know, outside
Florida
the,
landscape.
Yeah, they did all landscapes, and then they threw them all in the car and sold them on the highway. $5, $10. So the highest is $25, and sometimes the paintings were still wet when they threw them in there.
Yeah.
People bought them to match the drapes or the furniture, and then they tossed them away. They're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
So you know I'm looking. Hello, bro.
Great those yard sales, y'all.
Uh-huh.
So tell me, okay, so you've got some more stuff.
I'm doing
embassy, right? You have something
yes,
else
I'm
coming
doing
up?
the July 4th Independence Day celebration.
Nice.
They invited me to do that, and I consider that an honor.
Yes, it is.
And in Ottawa at the embassy. So
Fantastic.
it's really And yeah, I'm busy around. I don't travel so much anymore. I'm working with a group called Mission Blues Brothers. It's French. All the dialogue is in French, but all the songs are English. And there's a little 10-year-old boy. Excellent. And the two brothers, they're not brothers, but the two guys doing the Blues Brothers are very talented. And so we have the young guy, the old guy, and the two guys in the middle. But it's a fun show. Everybody's having fun. There are no stars. There's only fun. And the people, when I grew up, the people like you guys, who are still with me, were the most important thing of all. No matter what happened, and some disasters happen on stage sometimes, and whoever gets the first thought, we go with it. And it works. So you young people, no. The talent here is just wonderful, beautiful. Just remember, when you step out in, say, on stage, or you're doing an interview or something, it's no longer about you. It's about them. Okay? So if you sing for them, trying to please them, there's no way you're going to fail. It's like the guy said, put on your running shoes and chase that dream.
Chase that dream.
So,
Skipper Dean, everyone, thank you so much.
thank you.
Come back anytime and bring the Montreal posse with you.